The school that I served at that time was about 80% Hispanic. We had a huge Guatemalan population, and then roughly about 16% were black. What we found was that 16% accounted for upwards of 40 to 50% of all negative discipline referrals. You looked at the data, you could literally see how a student walking in who looked like you and I would come out with such negativity by way of just going to school. When we began to do that type of work, then it started to get what I would call short-circuited. Because either you are going to say, oh my goodness, we're guilty of this, how do we change? But look at these behaviors, look at these things, and make excuses. Like you said, it's the fish's fault that it couldn't swim in the poison. It's the fish's fault that it couldn't deal with the toxins of its environment.
Now, how can we create a protocol for root cause analysis in some of those spaces that gets at what's in control of this school? They could use that equity detour, as in Paul Gorski's language, that culture of poverty piece, right? Like that's just how things are with them. What do you expect? Right? But now if we start to say, okay, kids poor, parents don't speak the language, whatever, list all those on the fishbone diagram, for example, and say, now, what are the other things that we could do? Right. Now, that's where we focus.
Yeah.
What do we have control over? And here's an example where we can say, if we need professional learning around this piece, then we can do that. So if we look at those referrals, they are mostly, I'm imagining, disrespect or insubordination.
Defiance.
Right, exactly.
Disrespect.
Yeah. So now we can talk about how we can remedy those things. So we're going to focus on personal relationship building.